It's MORAA, the truth teller. MORAA, MORAA, the one and only truth teller.
Guys, I am really concerned. Hey, I am worried. Are these streets really okay? The YouTube streets. My niche is not niching. Content is not contenting. Guys, my niche is not delivering, guys. Hey, what is MORAA going to do? Huh? Marwa. What have you done to the streets? Guys, things are thick. I was watching carrots. Guys. And the woman is going round in circles. Okay, fine. She had a point or two to bring across to the streets. But then now, going round in circles. Hold on. That reminds me of that song that plays on 𝐷𝐿 videos. Going round in circles. Oh my God. Now this woman was doing exactly that. Guys, the streets are not what they used to be. The streets, what do they call it? Huh? What does 𝐷𝐿 say? Shambala mawe. Huh? You know, concrete jungle. Hey, it is becoming a concrete jungle. Guys. And these people are talking about, Marwa has not done anything to them. Indeed, Marwa has taken back his power. Guys, before we talk about that, let us talk about JT. Oh yes, I know all of you are looking at me wondering, JT, and he's been out, he's not been on the streets. Yes, he left a video. I saw a video being recommended to me and I said, hey, after watching it, I was like, how did I miss this one? Guys, now that content is not contenting, yeah, we also go to the old videos if we can. Now, guys, there's this live stream that JT did before he went on vacation. Is it on vacation, on honeymoon, or what? Because I saw he had done a video talking about his wedding, his April Fool's Day wedding. Anyway, guys, I don't know whether it's vacation, honeymoon, or whatever it is. He did a video, rather a live stream, and he was talking about how he would not want to go back to work for Marwa for free. So he was showing clips of him being at the villa. I think it was around the time of the party. He was one of the revelers there, And he was talking about, he had to get his channel back, which is fine, guys. So in this live stream, he was talking about he had to get his channel back. And he would not want to go back to work for Marwa for free. Now, my issue is that part of going back to Marwa to work for free. I just want to ask, who called him to the villa? Did Marwa invite him there? Guys, it really surprises me. You go to somebody's house for whatever reason. I don't care if it's for party, for whatever. You go to somebody's house and then you come out of that place with moshene, with big mouth, with panganga. Blah, 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 blah. Who called you there? Who invited you? Why were you there? When somebody asked you to work, why didn't you say no? And guys, you will find that these particular people are the ones who start to do things themselves. Maybe like to want to show that they are good people, maybe so that they can get favors. You understand what I mean? Like somebody will come to your house and pretend to be good, doing the dishes, doing this, because maybe they want a favor from you. They want to ask you for money. They want to ask you for a job. They want, something that they know you can offer. So once they leave your house, they again go start talking about they were washing dishes in your house. Guys, who called this man there? Another question I want to ask, guys, like seriously. So you want to go to somebody's house, attend a party, eat and drink, sleep, have a good time, and do nothing. You are not going to pick up the litter, in the backyard. You are not going to clean up after the mess, which you, being one of the revelers, created. So you want to go there, eat, and put the dish there, your plate and your cup, fork and knife, or whatever it is, for somebody else to wash it for you. My point is, guys, when somebody comes to your house, even you guys living in the West, so now MORAA, me, I'll come from Africa, come to your house, and now, you guys give me food every day. My work is to watch YouTube, create videos, sleep, wake up in the morning, take a shower, relax, take a siesta in the afternoon, take a walk, around the neighborhood and come, eat, sleep, do, and repeat the cycle. So I'm not going to do nothing in the house. I'm not going to help you, even, like clean up the house. I'm not going to help you with nothing. I don't get it, guys. So when JT was in Marwa's house, what was the agreement? I would like to know. I wish he would have come out to tell us, what the agreement was. Because working for free could be what he did voluntarily. If he would have come out to say that we had an agreement, we had this contractual agreement, whether it is by word of mouth or written or whatever, we agreed that he's going to pay me this much and he ended up not paying me, that would have been something else. But guys, you took yourself there with your own two legs, with your brain. You reached there. You are eating food in that house. You are sleeping there. And I don't care where you were sleeping, guys. He was showing that they had slept under the staircase. That space there. Guys, there were so many people at the villa at that time. People had to squeeze everywhere. It's like how it happens here. Whenever there's like a party, a big function, occasion, or, you're hosting many friends in your house and some of them sleep over. Some will sleep on the couch, some will sleep on the floor, some will sleep on the corridor. People will sleep everywhere. Same thing happens in the matangas, where, the funerals. When people gather, so many people, you can gather in a house that's maybe 3-bedroomed house. And some people have traveled from far. The countryside, they've come from the village and all this. So, of course, they're going to sleep everywhere in the house. That doesn't mean nothing. Who called him there? Hey, guys, these people really surprised. They surprised me. Why would you go to somebody's house who has not invited you? Guys, tell me. Let me know in the comment section. Was this guy invited? Maybe he was given a special invite and I'm out here yapping. Because if he went there like everybody else, then honestly, what he was saying is totally irrelevant. My God. And guys, this is what I normally say. Why come out to want to spoil somebody's name? I don't want to work for you for free again. I worked for you for free. Look what I did. I was picking up the litter. Of course, you had to pick up the litter. What were you doing there? Your work was not just to sleep and have fun and dance. No way. Guys, let me know if I'm wrong. Because what I know is that even right now, if I come to your house and I stay for your house for 3-4 days, honestly, I'm not just going to be sitting on the couch and watching TV, I'm talking about I'm doing videos, I'm creating videos. Uh, when I see you going to the kitchen to, do some cleaning, I'll be there, say, hey, how can I help? Hey, that is how people live. Let me know if I'm wrong, guys. It is funny how these people went to Marwa's place and then they come out to start complaining. This is a joke. My goodness. What a shame.
You're watching It's MORAA, the one and only truth teller.
Now, let me go to my niche. Guys, my niche, please start niching, start contenting. Hey, I need to chop, Bana. Hey, don't keep me hungry. Guys, now, I want to be hungry. Hey, my niche. Hey, try harder, do something. So now, guys, Carrots was talking about what is happening in the village. This dog theft, all these shenanigans about thieves stealing stuff from people in the village. And she was citing 𝐶𝐿's video where 𝐶𝐿 spoke about 3 diseases that are ailing Nyabohanse. He spoke about the first disease being illiteracy. The second one was ignorance, and the third one was poverty. It all went well. Carrots was explaining all these things, educating us, telling us what we should do, what we should know. We're like, okay, go on, Carrots, today you're doing fine, And so he got to the part where he says that 𝐶𝐿 was actually, saying something, and he was, referring to Nasto and Marwa family, where 𝐶𝐿 said that, some of these people, when they are successful in the village, they eat alone. They build big mansions, they drive big cars, they eat good food, they have beautiful lawns, they have, beautiful clothes, they have just beautiful stuff. They live well, educating their kids, doing stuff all by themselves. They do not share this success with the neighbors. They do not share this success with the village mates. And I was left wondering, what is she really talking about? Talking about Marwa's family? I mean, did she just mention Marwa in that statement? Like, seriously? Marwa, the one who has been out here always talking about helping people, always wanting to uplift his village mates, always wanting his village to come up, always calling investors to invest in this village so that this village can be a better place. Marwa, the one who is trying to get poverty out of these people, trying to get literacy to them by bringing donors, by calling out, for people out there to support education in this village. Is she talking about that same Marwa, or which Marwa is she talking about? Guys, when you want to say something negative about somebody, try to make it make sense. Like, seriously, at least make it look a bit credible. My goodness. Guys, Marwa has always been out here. And I've always said this. When he goes somewhere, he will look at the place and say, I would like to have this in our village. I would like our village to be like this. Look at those roads in Argentina. I wish we could do this. Somebody, he is always thinking about his village. And I've also said this out here. I have said that there are people who come out of their villages and never remember anything about their village. In fact, if you ask them the last time they were in their village, they will tell you, I don't know how many years. They can't even remember how long. But this man Marwa is so different. He is always wanting to develop his his village. And if you want to know, look at the home he has built right in the heart of the village. Look at how he has tried to empower other people to build houses as well. The other day he was out here talking about so many houses have been built through his influence, and it is true. Guys, did this woman just mention Marwa? Talking about these are the people who want to eat by themselves, have all these big perimeter walls and big fences and big gates, which they lock so that they can lock out other villagers. Did she just say that? I don't know about Nasto. Maybe Nasto does that. But what I know is that Marwa ain't like that. No way. In fact, Marwa's family is not. All of them. Dimwango has helped people out there. Even if it's not her village mates. And I understand why she does not help her village mates, guys. It is so obvious. David Jr. has also helped 1 or 2 people in the village, guys. We normally see it every other day. This is not a family of selfish people. These are people who give, their skills. And guys, that is the best thing you can do. There's no point I give you 10 shillings today. What about tomorrow? You'll still need money. So this particular family is the family that helps people by giving them, by showing them how to fish and not just by giving them fish. So Carrots, you are wrong. I know content is not contenting. I know things are not, things are like this. But please, even the things that we're seeing with our own eyes, you want to twist them. Like seriously. No way. We are not going to accept that. We say no to being lied to in broad daylight. Guys, there are many people who you can ask today, how do you make your money? And they will not tell you. They will not tell you. They will take you around in circles. But Marwa was good enough to come out and show people, to tell them that yes, social media can pay you. You can actually earn a living out of social media. And I can show you how to use this thing called YouTube. Can you imagine, guys? How many big YouTubers do we have in Africa? In the world. Let me talk about Africa. How many big YouTubers do we have in Africa? Let me even narrow it down further. How many YouTubers do we have in Kenya? You cannot even ask them, how do you do this? How do you do that? People will tell you they're making money out of, content creation, but they will not tell you how. There are so many people out there who are selfish with their knowledge, but Marwa is not. And that reminds me, she has spoken about, if Nasta would only be like Gintu, who helps people out there in the village. Guys, by giving them 2 eggs and 3 sticks of kales, is that help? Okay, guys, maybe I'm missing something. Please, I'm sorry. Somebody tell me, what kind of help does Gintu give people? Does Gintu give people long-term help? No, let me know, guys, in the comment section. Maybe I am wrong. Because I know that Gintu, yes, helps the vulnerables, but he goes with, some food, which you only eat 1 meal. Like the food that he gives you, you can only eat it for lunch. And then remember, dinner you also want. Your stomach still starts growling. So what are you going to do? I'm not saying that is not good enough. But guys, is that really help? Help is when you give somebody something that can sustain them for a long time. That's according to me, guys. That is my opinion. Let me know, guys. It is good to help somebody today by giving them something small. It is very, very good because you have not let them die. But that's not the kind of help Marwa does. That is the point. I am trying to talk about what Gintu does vis-a-vis what Marwa does. Because Carrots is bringing it out. I'm trying to show that Gintu really helps people. That is good help, but it is not as good as what Marwa delivers. Guys, Marwa has brought donors who have paid school fees for kids in the village. Marwa himself is paying for school fees for people in the village. That is long term. If somebody pays for you school fees through high school, you know, from the beginning to the end, that is somebody who has really helped you. Or through university, that is somebody who has really helped you. So that is the kind of help Marwa gives. Marwa teaches people how to do YouTube. Marwa has introduced people in the village to YouTube. And guys, anybody can introduce you to YouTube. Anybody can open for you a YouTube channel. But guys, do you know how to grow an audience is hard. How to grow subscribers is hard. But guess what Marwa does? Marwa gives you a shout out and he shares with you his own subscribers. Tell me which other content creator does that. And he even goes ahead to encourage his subscribers to watch you, to support you in any way, be it in cash, by watching your videos, and in any other way. Who does that? So what is Carrots talking about? That this family is one of the families that have built, perimeter walls, very high ones, big gates that they locking people out. Look at Marwa, always opening up his gates for people. Even after building the villa, guys, Marwa said that he does not want people there. But remember, people were coming, and each and every time we could see people coming to the villa, and he could not kick them out. What is Carrots talking about? Like I said, guys, my niche is not niching. Seriously. Marwa shares his audience. That is why all these people in the village now, in fact, even the haters, these are haters who, through Marwa's name, are watching these people. So they should be grateful to Marwa that, his haters are watching them, or people who dislike him, or people who just challenge him for no reason, or people who are just against him. These are the people who are watching these naysayers, watching the haters. So they're giving them watch time. They're giving them revenue at the end of the month through Marwa's name. How is it Marwa helping people? Tell me, guys. Isn't this just common sense? No rocket science involved here. It is just common sense. Now, guys, Marwa has said this thing many times, but I just want to remind you guys, if you guys remember, and I played that clip in one of my videos, where Claude Joseph had less than 500 subscribers, and he was giving him a shout out. And Marwa made it very clear. He said, I do not want to be the only person, who is well off in my community. I want to empower these young people. I want them also to have, so that I am not the only one with a big house, a nice car. I don't want to be the one living nicely by myself. And this is what Marwa did. He started with his own family, by empowering the brother. Okay, he started with the sister and then the brother, and then empowering the rest of the neighborhood. Look at people like Mayugno, Nasto, all these villagers in the village. As much as they're earning whatever they're earning, no matter how small, that is better than nothing. Better have a loaf than no bread. So if you ask me, this thing that Carol was talking about is very combo. It's misplaced. It has no bearing. It's neither here nor there. It's confused and is misleading. It is what it is, guys. So Carrots went on to talk about, 𝐶𝐿 video, talking about, he said that these people can steal from you because they are hungry, they are needy, and given a chance, these villagers, if they get an opportunity, they will steal from these people like Marwa's family and Nasto, who are trying to be on their own, eating their own stuff, making nyama choma in the night, having nice drinks, just living a good life. That these other villagers, because of the need, because of hunger, they will come and steal from these people. Well, that makes sense, guys. We all know that makes a lot of sense. But you know what? Once the law catches up with this kind of person, there is nothing like I was needy. That is why I stole from you. Or I was hungry. That is why I stole from you. The law will take its course on this person. So they better stop stealing. And Mr. 𝐶𝐒 better stop telling them, like trying to, make it look like it is not theft, like it is because of necessity. It is because of need. There's nothing like that. Tell people not to steal from others because at the end of the day, they are going to face the law, or they're going to face the wrath of the mob. And I heard Carrots talking about that boy, Brian, the one who stole the water pump from Marwa's place. Talking about Marwa was making a lot of videos from this boy making money. Leave that one aside, Carrots. Do you know what happened to this Brian at the end of the day? At the end of it all, 𝐶𝐒, do you know what happened to that boy called Brian? Find out from Gintu, your friend. Gintu, your son. Find out from Masubo, your son, what happened to that boy in the end. He was finished by a mob. So better tell them to keep off of theft. It is wrong. If somebody has it and maybe you want it, you better go and ask for it, but not to steal. And guys, one thing I would just want to say is that people like Marwa have tried their best, especially when it comes to his village mates. Marwa has tried to help these people. Marwa has tried to uplift them. Marwa has tried to change their lives. Marwa has just tried to make the village better, because if you bring in investors and, they transform the place, offer amenities and all these things, electricity, water, good roads, everything. People can have a better life. People can have a better way of going to the market to sell their produce. Things will be better in the village. But guess what these people did, guys? Most of these people, you all know what they did. Most of these people turned around to stab Marwa on the back. So who is to blame in this case? Why won't Marwa build his own big fence and stay inside and lock the gate? Why wouldn't he do that? In fact, just the other day, he was talking about he doesn't want anything about friends who come to the village, talking about their YouTubers. He doesn't want none of that when he comes back to the village. And I do not blame him. Guys, he has tried. He has tried. But all they can do is to do videos, insult him, insult his parents. I don't even want to go there, guys. You all know. So, if somebody talks about Marwa's family is putting up a big fence and not talking to people, that person is either blind or deaf. They have not been seeing what's been going on the streets. They have not been hearing. Because everything is open. Everything is out there. So if you want to talk about Nasto, honestly, I really don't know. Whether he helps people, whether he dislikes people, whether he is all this, the Carrots was saying, I don't know. But to say that Marwa is also that, or Marwa's family, I feel like that is a joke. That is a joke. In fact, at some point, she forgot and said, it's even better Marwa who tries to help people here and there. But all in all, generally, she came out saying that Marwa and family, they do not help people. They want to eat alone in their own compound, big house, drive good cars. I think they deserve it. They deserve it, especially now that they have been bombarded left, right, and center. They deserve to have peace. They deserve to eat their own nyama choma in their backyard at night. They deserve to enjoy. Oh, yes, they do. They really do, if you ask me, guys. What do you think about this? What do you think about JT talking about he was at Marwa's place working for free? Who called him there? Who invited him? Who asked him to work? What was the contract that they had with Marwa? Let him show evidence. Let him come out clear. What do you think about carrots coming out here to say that Marwa are people who do not help people, who just want everything for themselves? What do you think about that kind of statement, guys? What do you think about the village people? You know, what they have been doing to this family? What do you think about 𝐶𝐎 coming out to say that, these people are stealing, not because they are thieves, not because they want to steal, but because of necessity, because of need, because they do not have, because of lack? So drop your comments hot in the comments section below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your sentiments in the comments section. If you are here and you have not liked this video, why? Please give this video a big and massive thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed, subscribe. And if you are coming across this channel for the very first time, I just want to say that this is a reaction channel where we analyze, we criticize, and we react on videos that have been put out on this YouTube space. So if you are interested in that kind of content, or if you enjoyed today's video, please join us as well by hitting the subscribe button. And also remember to turn on the bell notification, because whenever I upload a video, I want you to be the very first one to be notified by YouTube. To the new subscribers in the house, I want to say welcome. To my returning subscribers, you guys are the best of the best. Thank you all for your love and support. Let us meet in the next video. Bye.